Here's Etienne. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. York able to send this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. Michael Pittman from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. And now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the 1st down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Perfect start to the season on their 1st drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
65.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough having the length of the football for a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hands it off out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4, You got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Calling a gain of 5, 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Let's go. Striker, 3-3. Check right. Hey, hold 3. Close check. Hold 3 rail.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. But 1st down, Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 36, Hurts. Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He'll get it inside the 20. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 41 yards. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Hurts to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and they end up making the play.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the 1st half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
McPherson now for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
It's out quickly to London. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown. You get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we don't know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He completes it to Olave. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dawson Knox from 19 yards away. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Okay, ready? Top 50, top 50. 60.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Pittman already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening week back in. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Yeah, he's up in it after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that... That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Being chased out left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Pittman with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Ready?
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Ryan. Check pass. Check pass.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick six in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. It's not. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Let's go now.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's taken in by Knox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try to force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have regained the lead. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Las Vegas, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.